So I watch a lot of football content on the internet, right? I watch Football Daily, Euro Football Daily, James Lawrence Alcott, Kickoff, Statman Dave, tons of stuff, right? Really enjoy it. And I see this thing from comments, some of the pundits and also a ton of the comments in that, and this is, I'm going to use Mo Salah as an example. I apologise, Liverpool fans, but I'm going to lay some shit on you right now. But also, this could apply to anyone. This whole pay him what he wants thing, right? I know it's obviously an extreme. It's not literally paying what he wants. If Mo Salah asks for his bazillion pound a week, we're not going to give it to him, right? But the whole, yes, he's world class, so we need to keep him, pay him what he wants. Now, I know many football, for some reason, I know many football fans don't like to see football as a business. But since the first ever footballer was paid £1 a week to kick a bit of pig's bladder round a field, it's been a business. It just is. Like, there's no argument here or discussion. It is business, right? And if you're a Liverpool fan that would happily have a takeover for some rich, dodgy government or oligarch or whatever, then fair enough, right? It's kind of a different game then, isn't it? You're playing Ultimate Team and you've got your mum's credit card, essentially. But if you want your club to succeed and everything, then you've got to be a little bit careful. Just ask Arsenal fans about Aubameyang. It was the same thing when his contract was running out because he was on really good form and everybody's like, pay him what he wants, pay him what he wants. So they kind of did. And then that. I'm not saying Mo Salah's going to suddenly get worse and stuff, but the fact of the matter is, Liverpool fans, Liverpool is run as a business, a profitable business. We make money, we use that money to do stuff. And just sort of ignoring that fact and just saying, oh, Liverpool should just pay a guy whatever he requires because he's really good at football is just a ridiculous, incredibly short-sighted statement. Okay, so arguably Mo Salah is probably one of the best, let's say top 5, just for argument's sake, current players in the world, right? So he should be getting paid top 5 money. Well, sadly, we're not Man City or PSG or Real Madrid or Barcelona pissing money away or whatever it is, okay? Like, I remember seeing Rory Jennings, he's a Chelsea fan, and he was sort of talking about that. He's like, you've got to keep him at all costs. But I feel like Rory Jennings has had 19 years of just some rich guy throwing money at the wall and, you know, building up debt in the club and stuff like that. So it's not about that. Mo Salah is not that important that we change the whole way a club is run. If you run any other business, no one would ever suggest you just pay your best worker whatever they ask for. That would be like ridiculous. And why? I don't know why it's different from football, because we all want it to be like a passionate Sunday league, but also pay people £500,000 a week. But we don't want it to be business, but also just pay him whatever he takes. But we don't want it to be business. Like, I know it's not you personally, as a Liverpool fan, that has to pay his wages. So you can sort of say, well, I don't care. I just want to see Mo Salah. But what you do care about, surely, is your club. And breaking our wage structure, we have to work at a wage structure. We're not quite as big as Man United on a global scale, I don't think, income-wise. We don't have unlimited funds that Chelsea used to have, or Man City have, or PSG have, right? We actually run as a business. So we have to be so much more careful. If we break our structure just to give Mo Salah a massive pay rise, then there's probably like, how many truly world-class players is there in that squad? Alisson, definitely. Van Dijk, definitely. Trent, definitely. Right? You could argue others, I'd say, but like they're the 3 maybe biggest players in this team. So surely they should get massive pay rises, and then suddenly we're paying an extra £1 million a week on wages because we just caved into it, and then as a business, you're screwed. Then you can't buy a player next season because you've spent all that money on wages. You have to sell a player, and then everybody complains about squad depth. You can't have everything unless you want to be owned by an oligarch. And I personally don't want that. I don't think they should be in the game. I think all clubs should run as a business with some investment, but not unlimited money. So, Liverpool fans, I know you don't personally care about the finances of Liverpool, many of you, but you should. It's just as important as the squad, because we've seen many clubs that have overspent, done crazy stuff, it's backfired. Some have gone out of business. Some have dropped down the leagues and stuff like that. Don't think we're suddenly above that or anything. I just think it's really sort of double standards. And what if we give, okay, so we give Mo Salah, I don't know what it would require for 400 grand a week or whatever it is, which is still not even the most expensive. But what, and how old is he now? 30, 31? What if he does drop off quite heavily? We've given him a 4-year deal because we're desperate, pay him whatever he likes. And in a year's time, he has an injury, a bit of a niggle, the form's gone, you know, he wants to, like, then we're like, shit, now we have to pay this guy. Look at Gareth Bale at Real Madrid. Like, why would he ever want to leave? He's getting paid an absurd amount of money because they gave him a stupidly long contract because they can. And now they're lumped with him. Look at all the shit that Barcelona went through. I don't want that as a Liverpool fan. I really don't want that. But so you can't just have your cake and eat it. You can't just go pay the best players in the world. I get that. And also, oh, fuck Man City and their unlimited money. God, that's terrible. It's just not that cut and dry. It's not that black and white. And you have to take into account. I love Mo Salah, but if he's gonna sit there and say, let's pluck a random number. Nobody really knows the number. Let's say it's 400k a week, right? If he sat there, said, no, this is my line. No, it's probably his agent. This is my line. 400k, take it or leave it. I'd be like, fuck him, sell him in the summer. 100%, not even a question. I don't like the idea of running contracts out. I don't think you get enough money value from him in a year that you could sell him for, because we could still sell him for a shit ton of money. So I'd much rather go, okay, fuck off then. This is Liverpool. This is not Mo Salah, right? We've got Diaz. We've got other players coming through. Use that money, just like we did with Coutinho. Use that money to improve elsewhere, to replace them. Surely by now you must, as a Liverpool fan, trust the transfer policy, because we are amazing at transfers. So make the most of that. I just think it's really short-sighted, and it actually pisses me off that people sort of don't want football to be a business. Okay, great, but it is. So suck it up. It is. It always has been. It always has been. We can pretend that 40 years ago it was more about the community and all this sort of stuff. And the fans maybe more so because they were more closer to it. But it was a business. They all earned money. Players would leave. Back, I don't know, I'm plucking numbers here, but like 70 years ago or whatever, and that guy's getting £1 a week or £1 a week. I don't know what currency. I'm not that old. Leave it. But like, he might go to another club because they're offering 2 shillings a week. That's just how it's always been. It's not new, this business stuff. It's just worth a lot more. It's just bigger business than it ever has been. But I just think, if you're a Liverpool fan and you don't mind the idea of, you just want Liverpool to win at all costs, and you don't mind the idea of having some dodgy government, like I said, or oligarch, or just stupidly rich person that plays it like Football Manager, then fine. You do you. But me personally, I want this team. I love the fact that Liverpool are doing things that Man City can only dream of. If you look at the points per transfer spend and stuff like this. Everybody else is... Look at Man United. They're shit and they splurge money up the wall. Whereas Liverpool run a business. I like the fact that we are running much better. It's a much better business. And we're better than them. That's so much better. If some rich oligarch came in and said, here's £1 billion, go pay whoever you want, buy whoever you want, and then we win the league. For me, it takes a big chunk of... I'll be happy still, obviously, but I'd be like, it's taken a lot away from it. It's like, well, yeah, we just bought it, didn't we? We've just Man City'd it. We've just Chelsea'd it. We've just PSG'd it, although they can't win the Champions League. I'd much rather have it. So let's not pay Mo Salah whatever he wants, because that's just a fucking ridiculous statement, and you would never hear that in any other business in the world. Because, you know, negotiation exists, you know, forever. I'm pretty sure it's forever. So get over yourselves. If Mo Salah wants a stupid amount of money, fuck him off. Move on to the next one. Trust in Klopp and the team to sign a new guy. He is not everything. And it's sad that people are just willing to... And then those same people will then complain about how much footballers earn. Pay him whatever he wants, but fucking hell, do you see how much these footballers earn? It's ridiculous. Right, I'm done with my rants. Let me know. And like I said, I'm using Mo Salah as an example, but you can... I'm sure every level, every team has had that sort of thing happen to them. I'm just using that as the current goings on and stuff like that. So it's not directly, it's just aimed at football fans in general. Like that's this whole, I don't care that my club is a business. I don't care that I hate business. So, but also pay the best players whatever they want because I want to win trophies. It's just like, it's so short-sighted. It's so dumb. I'm sorry. It is. You're dumb. Right, okay. I'll finish with an insult. I always think it's good. Right, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if you're offended. I'm not sorry. Suck it up. Right, thank you very much. Bye.